Hi everybody, I'm Debbie with Rocky Mountain Lodge. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to make some of my favorite fruit dishes that I would always serve at the inn, and I still make today. Today we're going to be making Malibu Grilled Pineapple and some Peaches Supreme, or Peaches and Cream if you want to call them that. But anyways, I was going to make another peach dish, but I could not get one of the ingredients. So we're going to go with two, and then I'll just tell you about the third one, then you can make it yourself. So you can find these recipes in our cookbook. Both of these recipes are in our cookbook, Rocky Mountain Lodge and Cabin's More Favorite Recipes. You can go to our website at rockymountainlodge.com and click on the gift shop tab, and you can find this there, and it's currently half price. So you can get this cookbook with 500 recipes in it for $10. You can also go to our website and find these recipes on our recipes tab. And so you can find those there. Move it over in the way. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So for the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our grilled Malibu pineapple. So what you want to do is you want to have a fresh pineapple. You can do canned sliced pineapples too. But the fresh ones are much better. Plus the ones in the can are really thin slices, and I like it thicker. So we're going to start. Oh, I need a trash can.
Knife safety.
What's that?
Knife safety skills.
Knife safety skills. Yes, I could use knife safety skills. Actually, I know them. I just get in too much of a hurry sometimes. And so you want to cut the bottom off. Just wanted to show you how to cut up a pineapple the way I do it, just to save a little time. You can buy one of those pineapple swirly things that cut it, but again, they make them pretty thin slices, and I like my pineapple thicker. And then you cut the top off. And then you have this core, which we're going to deal with later. I have a really cool tip about that one that I've learned over the years. So to get all the skin off, you just go around and cut off the outside. All the way around. Just like this. All right, and there we go. And then we're going to cut this into 6 slices, just like this, and then we'll get the core off out of there. So I'm going to cut this into about 3/4 of an inch slices. And don't worry if they're not straight exactly. Mine usually never are. 1, 2, 3. That one's a little thick. I'm only going to really get 5 out of this one because it's kind of a small pineapple. I could get more if I cut them a little thinner, but I like them thick. Actually, this one.
Do you need some help?
No, I don't need help, but thank you.
Okay.
My hubby Brian, always wanting to help me these days.
Well,
with pretty much everything.
I'm concerned.
He's worried about me slicing a finger, and that would be pretty bad for you to see that on live video.
I would zoom in on it.
Turn this down just a little. I've got my cast iron grill pan nice and hot. Now you can do these outside on the grill too, which we ran the B&B. My husband will grill these outside for me. So this is just an apple core. So you can either take a knife and go all the way around here and get all those little cores out, or you can buy one of these multi-use apple cores. And then I just go in here and press down a few times and get the core out. Okay, so that's pretty simple. So I'm not going to do all of them because I have some pre-made done. Pre-made ready. All right, so that's how you do your pineapple. Pretty easy. I'll set this aside. And now what you're going to do is you're going to take those pineapple that we just cut up and have them cored, and you're going to get a pan, bigger pan if you're going to have more for 6. And I just put them in a pan, and then I cover them, not all the way, with coconut rum. It doesn't matter what brand it is, but you can cover them with coconut rum and then let them marinate for a couple hours or so, even up to overnight. The longer you let them marinate, the more flavor they will have. And so that's what we've done here. I just only have these marinating for a couple of hours. I need a washcloth. My hands are sticky. And then I'll marinate those in the same coconut rum later. All right. Okay, so then what we're going to do, this is for later. set that aside. So then what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna come over here, and if you don't want the alcohol, I have a couple extra here from this pineapple that are not marinated. So if people don't want the alcohol, you can just make them plain and they'll be just as delicious. They just won't have the alcohol in them. Keep dropping my, all right, I just need to keep this here to wash my hands. All right, so now we're gonna, you wanna spray your pan so it's non-stick. And you want your pan nice and hot. You can see that it's steaming. This is how we're gonna get those really pretty grill marks on there. So we're gonna drain this and then we'll put it on here.
That's hot.
It is hot, but you want it hot so you get those grill marks. So we're gonna let it cook for a couple of minutes and then I'm gonna turn it 90 degrees so you get that crisscross pattern. And I'm doing this first so that while these are grilling, I can show you the pieces. Now the rest of this coconut rum, you don't want to throw this out. You want to drink this at cocktail time, or well, we're going to need some pineapple tidbits later, which I drained the pineapple juice from the pineapple can of pineapple tidbits, and then just add some rum to your pineapple juice, and you have the drink of Belize. I won't tell you what they call it because it's kind of an embarrassing term. My daughter gets mad every time I say it. So I won't even tell you. If you want to know, private message me and I will let you know, but it's kind of an embarrassing term. And I don't want to even say it. Okay, so those are cooking, and now while those are cooking, we'll move on to our peaches. Okay, turn that back up again. Because it's getting cooled off, so I'll let that keep cooking. And now we are going to make our peaches supreme. So for our peaches supreme, get a couple of dishes to serve. What we're going to do for these is we're going to start with our filling. And so the filling for our peaches supreme, and this will serve 4 people, 2 ounces of softened cream cheese, and then 2 teaspoons of apricot jam. Okay, and we are going to mix these together. So excuse the noise for one moment. I'll just sit here and smile. All right, so we have those mixed up, blended. You can even make this the night before so that it's just ready. And then I have an 8-ounce can of pineapple tidbits, which I have drained the juice, which I'll drink later with my coconut rum. So we're going to add these to our cream cheese mixture. And I thought I had, oh, here's the spoon. And then we'll mix these up together. Now you can also use crushed pineapple. All right, let me turn these. So now what we're going to do for these, let's see, do I have a good grill mark?
Nope.
No! It's not that hot. I can get it hot on my stove. I don't think this one works well. There's a couple of little nice grill marks. But then we're going to flip them in a 90-degree fashion. So this side that's grilled in this direction, we're going to put opposite so you kind of have a little crisscross.
You want them to go longer?
They could go a little longer, but they're not cooking on the outsides. It's just, this, I think it's just because this is a circular cooktop here. I really prefer cooking with gas. I have more control. Did you know that my husband passes gas for a living?
That's right.
There's a little tidbit for you. If you want explanation, I can tell you.
A lot of it.
He actually works for a natural gas company and he distributes gas through the pipeline. So he likes to tell people that he passes gas for a living. He's kind of sarcastic that way. Okay, so there's our filling to go in the peaches. So like I said, you can use pineapple tidbits or crushed pineapple. I'll set that aside while we get our peaches ready. And then I also have a little bit, I have a tablespoon here of toasted chopped pecans. And when you toast your nuts, it actually brings out more of their flavor. So toasting your nuts are a great idea.
Don't burn them.
I know. I tend to walk away from things because I'm doing too many things at once and then I burn them.
They're no good burnt.
I know. So for our peaches, I've washed them already. And so these ones I leave the skins on. And so I'm going to cut them in half in this direction. You can see the top. So I'm going to cut them in half in this direction. But before I cut them in half, I'm going to cut off a little piece of the top. I'm going to use these for garnish. And a little piece of the bottom. It will actually help the peaches stand up, and then we'll use those for garnish. And then we're just going to cut these in half in this direction and twist it, and they should open up. Oh, they're a little bruised. We just got these from the orchard, I think last Thursday. Yeah, last Thursday. And so, and then you set them in a little serving dish, a little serving bowl there. Let's see if I have a couple others in here. I have one. Yeah, I do. Okay. Just a couple other serving dishes for these. This recipe will make 4. So you cut just a little bit off the top. Oh, I guess it would help if I took that off first. A little bit off the bottom. And these will be our garnish later. I'll show you about that later. Cut around. Twist, pull out the cord. You try to be careful not to tear it, depending on how ripe your peaches are.
These are nice and ripe, huh?
Pardon me?
These are nice and ripe.
These are nice and ripe. And so it's harder to do when they're not ripe. Okay, so peaches will go in the, or pits will go in the trash. Yeah, this thing, you guys all see me struggle with this. Okay, so let me see how this is doing now. Yeah, it's not getting the grill marks, the char marks that I like. In the middle it is, but not on the edges.
But it's still releasing all those flavors.
It is still releasing all the flavors,
Yeah.
so it'll still taste the same.
That's a good one.
It just won't look quite as pretty as what I like it to look. Okay. Okay, put that one. That one's looking a little better right there. I like to see that all the way around. And when you do it on a barbecue, you will.
I used to get in a lot of trouble if they weren't right.
Yeah, I'm a little particular. Okay, so now we have our peaches, and now we're going to put this topping that we made on them, just right on top here in the middle. You can just divide this up between the 4 peaches, so this will serve 4 people, or 2 people if you just want 1 whole peach. There might be a little extra. These aren't as large as I like them to be, but we get these from the orchard, and this is what we got this particular delivery. So you go with what you got. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to take our toasted pecans and just sprinkle a little bit of the toasted pecans on top. And garnish them with a little bit of mint. Oh no, sorry. Before the mint, I talked about this, didn't I? Okay, so we're gonna garnish them with a little part of that peach and then some of our mint leaves. This might be a bit much on the mint leaves, but there we have our peaches. Peaches Supreme, because they're just delightful. They went over really well at the end for I mean, if people like peaches, that is. Not everybody likes peaches, but I'm a fan. Huge fan. It's one of the highlights of my summer when the peaches come in. Okay, and so here's our gorgeous and delicious Peaches Supreme. Fresh peaches, you can't get much better. They're delicious. And now, after we're done, we're going to eat them all. All right, and so let's see. I know I just flipped those. And so now I'll tell you a little bit more about the other, while those are cooking, the other type of peaches that I was going to do, but I could not find mascarpone cheese. Or mascarpone, however you pronounce it. I couldn't find any at the store yesterday. And so, oh, little people coming in. Hi, we're doing a video, honey.
Say hi. Hi.
Hi, come on in. Say hi. We're doing a video.
We're
you guys
cooking.
want some peaches? Okay, these are Peaches Supreme. I know they're not your favorite. But
That,
you like
that's
Rachel, my daughter.
Michaela. That's Abby.
You want some peaches? How does that look?
That's Rachel.
So there's one for you, one for you.
That's
Mommy,
Rudy.
do you want one or no? She likes some of the other peaches that I do, but she comes over here and gets all my peaches to feed their family of 11.
They need a spoon.
Oh, you need a spoon. Okay. There you go. Okay.
Where were you guys?
School.
Oh, good.
They're homeschooled, right?
Yeah, they're doing a homeschool program.
Oh, you're doing a homeschool program.
How is it?
Okay. You guys have both met these girls.
We haven't done airplane stuff yet.
Oh, okay.
Well, while they're talking, I'm going to flip
right.
our pineapple.
I have your present at our house.
Oh, you have my present. Oh, good. I like that. I like the hammock. I slept in it in my living room. I did.
Anytime.
Oh, it's great.
Sit down in a minute and then come back when you're done.
Yeah, you better sit down. You don't want to drop that on the floor.
He got you anyway, Rage. All right, so the other peaches I do, I cut my peaches up just like I do these peaches in half. And then I take some mascarpone cheese, add a little bit of powdered sugar to it, and a little bit of vanilla. Mix that up and just plop that in there. And then garnish it with a little bit of mint and the peach halves here at bottoms. And delicious, easy Peaches Supreme. I have other peach recipes in my cookbook as well. There's another one that I make in the winter all the time because I'll can them. I'll cut these in half and can them. You have to skin them first, pit them, cut them in half, and then I will make that with like a macaroon topping and put them in the oven and bake them, and the topping is all crumbly. All right, I know. My husband's saying, wrap it up. Hurry it up. I'm just buying time here.
For what? Just
It's the pineapple.
they're done.
All right. So I have some here that I'll put on here after these are done here. So we've got a couple with some grill marks that look okay.
Oh yeah.
All right, so those are good. So then we take our pineapple, and actually I'm going to get a different plate because you can't see them really on that plate. You can see them a little better here. As much as I love my Polish pottery dishes, they're not always the best with presentations.
Michaela doesn't really like this.
Oh, okay.
What?
Well, bring it to me. I'll eat it. Bring me that thing.
Okay, so Brian, are you focusing here?
Yeah.
Can
I'll
you-
eat that, baby.
Brian, hey.
Wait, oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I'm eating. Okay.
Okay, so then we're just going to take some
Thanks,
fresh
baby.
blueberries
Thanks, sweeties.
and put these in the middle here. And then garnish them with some fresh mint leaves. And there we have our grilled Malibu pineapple. And you can find these recipes on our website at RockyMountainLodge.com on our recipes tab.
Okay.
And you can get them in our cookbook, Rocky Mountain Lodge and Cabin's More Favorite Recipes, which is currently $10. And it also includes a free ebook version. So you can get all this stuff on our website. Yes. So here we are today with our pineapple and peaches. Grilled Malibu Pineapple and Peaches Supreme. Thanks guys for joining, and come back next week, which is Wednesday, September 1st, and I'm going to be making you my famous mango peach salsa, which everybody loves and can't get enough of. People have asked to buy it from me, and so it's quite a process, but I'll try to have all my prep done ahead of time, but I'll show you how to make that delicious salsa. And I'll see you next week. Thanks for coming. Bye, everybody.